April 17th, 2026, a special agent within the FBI would file a criminal complaint with the U.S. Attorney's Office within the Southern District of Texas. This complaint would allege Detroit's Defensive Player of the Year apparently made a mistake that will cost him the rest of the season, as he's federally accused of being a felon in possession of a firearm.
I feel like that's bogus as hell, but low key, I feel like they gonna get that up out of the way. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I see, like, it's something about them laws. Like, oh, you got caught with so many guns. Like, you're a we're gonna call you a felon. You can't be around guns. But if something happened, I can't protect myself. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they gonna spank that. But if he do gotta do some jail time, phone ain't gonna do more. 2 years, man, max. But I feel like that's bogus as hell, folks.
This crime stems from the shooting that sat NBA Ben 10 down permanently.
Nigga stood over that nigga.
And even more details of how it all went down would be revealed. On April 8th, Houston police responded to a shooting in progress, and arriving on scene would locate John Doe number 1.
See, look, I ain't never. Hold on.
We all know to be Ben 10, on the ground inside the restaurant with a gunshot wound to his neck. Officers also observed a trail of blood leading from the main dining room to the elevator, and a large pool of blood in the elevator. The blood trail continued to the parking garage where officers found John Doe number 2, who we know to be Dead End Ron. He'd suffered multiple gunshot wounds to his hands and legs. The victims were transported to a hospital while the shooter, Allstar JR, fled the scene before police even arrived. On-scene officers found a black Glock 43X, a holster, and 10 fired 9mm shell casings with blood on them. A Glock 43X comes with a factory 10-round magazine, meaning the weapon was fired until empty, so in other words, JR mag-dumped them. Detectives would watch the surveillance videos.
He wasn't capping in his shit. And he was not capping in his rap, folks. Nigga said I emptied his clip, I gave him some more.
Seeing JR at a table with a woman. The two walked out straight into the elevators, then JR returned on the phone. A group would follow him, crowding around him, before the altercation broke out and a man attempted to drag JR to the elevator. Ben 10 can be seen attempting to take JR's chain alongside an unidentified suspect named John Doe number 3. John Doe number 3 would actually snatch the chain, running out of the restaurant as Dead End Ron was able to remove JR's watch from his wrist. JR was apparently beating on Ben 10 when they began jumping him, and a gun falls to the ground. Well, JR fell next to the gun, took control of it, and Ben 10 was the first to be shot, immediately collapsing to the floor, initially on his side before rolling onto his back as everyone runs off on him. From the sounds of it, the first shot that hit Ben 10 paralyzed him. JR would follow the crowd, firing after them.
Shit, we got these pictures now. I ain't gonna lie to feds. Damn, that nigga was really running shit down, fool. What, you fell? That nigga fell or something like that? No, that nigga shooting. Oh, he's shooting in the back, all type of shit on some goddamn John Gotti shit like that. Hold on, fool. Watch out. You ain't Tom Cruise, baby.
Then went back to Ben 10, standing over him before shooting him again.
That nigga stood over him and gave him some more round, boy.
He tried to keep firing, but the gun was out of ammo, so instead he pistol whipped him and spit on him.
See, I ain't gonna lie. Okay, All-Star JR, okay. You went OC. You went OC and shit. There's no more shit in the clip, so I'm gonna pistol whip your ass a few times and I'm gonna spit on your ass during the scene. Okay, you OC and shit, folks. I ain't gonna lie. That's the old. We gonna get this nigga a gold fucking Mr. Society badge. I ain't gonna lie, folks. That's OC and shit, folks. You feel me? So when the fuck when did you leave the scene? Like, when did you leave the scene? Cause you did a whole bunch of shit during it, like while you still in the restaurant. Everybody that left, it was just you and the goddamn victim. So when the hell did you leave the scene? Like, hey, fo, how long was that nigga over there doing that shit, fo?
JR can be seen on video wiping off the gun before placing it behind the hostess stand and leaving the scene. Records would show Ben 10 has no sensation in his legs, meaning he's paralyzed from the waist down. Dead End Ron would also have to get a finger amputated, and the arteries in his legs were destroyed by bullets. A bystander was also shot in the ass, suffering non-life-threatening injuries. Following the shooting, JR would take to Instagram posting pictures of himself inside a famous Detroit jewelry store while wearing a shirt that says, "Unplug that bitch-ass ninja." JR would caption the post stating, "Had to shoot to the D and get new ice, cause my man's Ben 10 took some of my stuff to the hospital with him." He'd even hashtag Junior closed the elevator on Ron, claiming J Prince Jr. left Ron for dead. He'd also hashtag OG3 left them, after 3 can be seen being pulled away from the fight before gunshots rang out. Another post would state, "Thought he was mob-tized till I shot his ass a few times." So JR was publicly stating that he shot Ben 10 and Dead End Ron.
I ain't gonna lie, fool. That's some good goddamn self-snitching, fool. I ain't gonna lie, that's some good shit. I ain't gonna lie, fool. Your ass need a goddamn award or some shit for that.
There was no shying away from it.
But I ain't gonna lie, we wasn't there. How we gonna say he did that, all that shit? You feel me? Like, be for real. We wasn't there. Shit.
He was flat out.
He probably wasn't even there.
He'd even state Ben actually got some of his jewelry, but again, this whole crime was captured on camera, and police at the scene were the first to report they were attempting to snatch his chains. Now, I DM'd JR before I covered this shooting initially, and after he posted this pic, I DM'd him again saying, "Can't tell you how to move, but fuck all that dissing. Get some big interviews, drop that music, run it up. Don't let this be your defining moment. Use it to propel yourself where you want to be." As soon as I saw him dissing, it reminded me of BTB Savage, who killed a man in self-defense, flexed it, and then got gunned down for it. Right. But instead of taking my advice or even responding, JR posted a dance challenge.
In honor of my nigga Ben 10, since he wanted to play when I was getting me some food, we made a dance for him. Now the best way this dance can work, if a nigga shoot your dumb ass like 4-5 times before you fall. But if you don't got nobody to do that for you, just lay down smooth like this, right? Lay your bitch ass down, and you point them toes up, right? You spread a little bit, nigga done spanked you. And you just jump a little bit. You the BNT, you the BNT, you the BNT, you the BNT, you the BNT. And there y'all go. Ben 10 challenge, man. Hey, the best Ben 10 challenge, man. Fuck it. $20,000 Ben 10 challenge. Best Ben 10 challenge, man, that go viral. Fuck with me. Let's get a what?
Now keep in mind at this time, Ben 10 had yet to speak out. He was listed in serious critical condition, and no one knew if he was going to make it until he broke his silence.
No, we thought it was dead.
No. Still early in the morning shit.
You know we gotta get this shit in. These niggas sound stupid. Eating good around this bitch. And
Stupid duck ass. Fuck wrong with you?
With the news that Ben 10 was alive and well, JR would immediately fire back on the gram.
I wake up, all you hoe ass niggas tagging me, talking about, nigga, you see Ben back. You see Ben back. Well, if the bitch so back, tell him to do the Ben 10. I'll double it for him. Fuck he talking about. Do that bitch, Ben. Nigga, this your dance. Get in your groove, nigga, if you back.
Dead End Ron would even post his story.
It's not funny, bro. It's not funny because we ain't laughing about somebody pain, folks. You know what I'm saying? At all, folks. But it's just like, the way this nigga saying this shit, like, it's funny as hell, bro. Nigga said, like, nigga, it's your fucking dance. Like, you know what I'm saying? Get groovy with the shit. Get groovy with the shit. Man. Watch out.
Showing a wrapped up hand after trading his finger for a watch. Ben would then post to his story asking for someone to pay him for an interview so he could tell the real story of how he tried to rob JR. A picture of Ben in a neck brace would leave many wondering his actual condition, and JR would post DMs the two had actually been sending to each other. The DMs would show Ben attempted to call JR, who said, "I ain't trying to talk, send me that challenge, pussy." Ben would say, "Oh, you really a bitch," and JR would fire back saying, "Says the ninja in the hospital full of bullets." JR would get real disrespectful asking, "You wipe that spit off your face? How would it feel that everyone left your bum bitch ass to die? You ain't cut, you a bum ass boy."
I ain't gonna lie, this nigga was going crazy for it. And he posting them bitches. God, oh.
JR would go.
That nigga said, "Did you wipe that spit
What's
on
crazy
y'all?"
was I ain't even tell y'all I spit on the goofy after he got flamed. Thick ass neck brace. Did you get popped or getting a 10-car pile up? I ain't doing your interview, bro. It's over. Ben would take to his story saying, "You telling the story for the police. Y'all literally getting all the information from him. There's so much I want to say, but I'm real, and they got real street ninjas watching me. I refuse to let us down." Ben would post a video of him pouring up inside his hospital bed, but the comments would be flooded with trolls asking him to wiggle his toes. The pic would show Ben 10 with 3, who was there when he was shot, and a nurse would comment on the pic saying the blue thing under Ben is a lift pad, confirming that Ben was paralyzed and unable to move. This entire social media back and forth would be observed and documented by local, state, and federal authorities.
Oh God.
But the one piece of information that wasn't
that's one
confirmed.
thing that always say, bro. They always, on the interviews with the police, bro, FBI, CIA, whatever, they always tell your ass. Most of their fucking evidence is they get from the internet, bro. your fucking posts and shit like that, Instagram, Facebook. It's not that hard to make a fucking case. Shit, you just gotta put one, two together and on top of it, like, chill.
Is whose gun was fired.
Yeah.
JR has claimed he took the gun from one of them. With the majority of NBA being felons, none of them are gonna claim it as they'd be charged with the weapon, and this is where shit gets complicated. Allstar JR is a convicted felon after being sentenced to a 1.5 years for a home invasion in 2014. That conviction apparently bans him from the right to defend his own life. But the United States Courts of Appeals in the Sixth Circuit has detailed a rare exception as long as the defense demonstrates 5 requirements. The defendant must be able to demonstrate they reasonably feared death or serious injury from an imminent threat. They did not recklessly place themselves in the path of that threat. They had no reasonable alternative to possession. They reasonably believed possession would avert the threat, and they maintained possession only as long as necessary to avoid that threat. Those 5 requirements were used in USA versus Jafari Moore, a man who was staring down the barrel of a gun when he disarmed his attacker, shot him, and fled with the weapon. But because he took the weapon with him, possessing it longer than necessary, his federal appeal was denied. In this case, Allstar JR picked up a weapon that was allegedly dropped by his attackers, who already physically attacked and robbed him.
Yeah.
He opened fire until the weapon was empty, rendering it useless, before placing it behind a hostess stand in the restaurant. If I was his lawyer, I'd argue my client lawfully defended himself, then placed the weapon out of sight so it couldn't be repossessed by any potential threats. He only possessed the weapon while under threat, used it to defend himself, and then left it at the scene where he found it. I actually think with the right...
Like, I've never seen somebody come over here, get fucked over like this, protect themselves, and then they get locked up for the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened? I thought it was a robbery, right? Y'all got the chains and all type of shit, you feel me? We seen it on the news, bro. The first videos we watched, bro. Dude, big folks, that nigga said, folks. He even was, he said, bro, if somebody robbed me, shit, I mean, who knows, bro? We know what you said on the news, bro. How is he going to, because he got a gun, he's a fucking felon. Like I don't like that law at all, folks. Like they need to change that shit, bro. Like they need to change that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? If it's a robbery, so basically Ron and the Big Ten, they're not going to jail. I don't want them to go to jail, but nigga, they started the shit though. How the hell? Alright, fuck.
Lawyer JR has a great chance of beating this case due to.
But you know why? It's probably he taunting the FBI probably way too much. Nigga dropped like 2 songs already. He on the internet going crazy. I probably don't like this shit. But I thought this shit was all cool though, bro.
The fact he was outnumbered, surrounded, attacked by a group. He shot 2 of the 3 suspects who were on surveillance video robbing and attacking him, and he left the weapon at the scene.
Much like why he got to go to jail.
We'll just have to wait and see how this case plays out.
He probably didn't make a statement.
Now I'll say this, I'm surprised the feds picked this up, and if he doesn't beat this, I'm disgusted by how the laws are in the US.
I'm already in.
Imagine being attacked for your jewelry that you worked hard for. The attackers attacking you drop a gun, meaning you were attacked by somebody that was armed with a weapon that could easily take your life. They drop the fucking gun, you pick it up, and shoot 2 of the people who are attacking you, robbing you, had already robbed you for 1 chain, 1 watch. You shoot them. You leave the gun at the scene after you've already used all the ammo and you made sure no one else is going to take the gun and reload it. You leave it at the scene, you leave, and the feds charge you with possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Now you're facing up to 15 years in federal prison for defending your life. And again, I'm going to break down because I had to actually look up and find that case
This
in which
crazy,
it gave 5 reasons as to how you could beat this situation.
This shit crazy.
So I want to go back to that and go through them, right? The defendant must be able to demonstrate they reasonably fear death or serious injury from an imminent threat.
Just watch the video.
Why did I pick up the gun? Because the people attacking and robbing me dropped it. So now that it's on the floor, if they pick it up, they can shoot me. They've already attacked me. They've already started to rob me. So what would stop them from shooting me? I picked up that gun and fired to prevent me from getting shot. They did not recklessly place themselves in the path of that threat. I was out eating with my girl. I'm on the phone. They came in, surrounded me. I didn't place myself there. I didn't antagonize anybody. I didn't say, come on and try me. I was in a public setting and I was attacked. They had no reasonable alternative to possession. What other choice did I have? The gun fell on the fucking floor. I'm on the floor. They're all standing around me beating the shit out of me. If I don't grab it, they grab it. If they grab it, I get shot. They reasonably believe possession would avert the threat. If I pick up this gun, I have an equalizer. It's just me. No one is fighting with me or for me. I am defending myself against multiple attackers. But when I picked this fucking gun up, every bullet in it just became my friend. Now, I can avert this threat by sitting this motherfucker down for the rest of his life, blowing this motherfucker's finger off, and sending everybody running. They maintain possession only as long as necessary to avoid that threat. Once everybody was gone, he ain't moving anymore, so I know he ain't a problem. Take the gun, and I put it away. I'm not gonna leave it next to Ben 10. I don't know if he's got another Glock 43X magazine. He's just gonna stuff it in there, start firing at me.
Probably got a 30 in his pocket or something.
I'm gonna put it somewhere where no one else can fucking easily see it. It's out of sight, so I know I'm safe when I leave. Someone isn't gonna grab it, and that's it. I left the weapon at the scene. I did not possess the gun longer than needed to secure my life and the fact that I'm leaving here alive. If I was his lawyer, I would play this fucking video that I was just finna
say, fool. Like, all you gotta do is just say everything for them. Just say it, folks. Like, cause like I don't really fuck with this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying it's all. It like for me, it's been for the police for a while, but I was a young nigga. I'm still young. You feel me? But it's just like the police. they not as bad as people be thinking they is, bro. But like some of the laws be just be dumb as hell. Like, you feel me? Goes for president, cause like Kanye for president or some shit. Like, something need to change, folks. Like, something need to change with this shit. The justice system, low key, like that shit be making me sick sometimes. Just thinking about it, like I was really born and raised in fucking the USA, bro. Like,
in court. And I would say, look,
I'd
he
be mad
lays
as
out
shit.
everything for us. Here's the defense. He lays it all out for us. JR don't even need to fucking say nothing. He can just play my video because for anybody, that makes sense. It doesn't matter if you're a felon or not. When your life is under threat, you're not thinking, fuck, if I grab that, I might get hit with federal possession of a firearm. Homie, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make sure that I get back to my little girls. I'm gonna make sure that I leave this bitch alive. And whoever I gotta drop, it is what the fuck it is. Because you're fighting for your life. That's it. You're fighting for your fucking life.
Like, he ain't know them niggas had them guns, like, until them motherfuckers got dropped. Like, what, bro?
They're already beating you. They're already robbing you. I feel like, you know, I don't know how much money he just blew when he went to the jeweler or whatever, if he even bought anything. If he drops the right bag on the right lawyer, I see him beating this Fed case. I think he should take this one to fucking trial. But let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comments section. What do you think?
I feel like they better not fuck him over for this shit. Like, that's bogus as hell, bro. Like, they be like, oh, we're all for the people. No, you're not, bro.